Good afternoon, Nazareth Nation. I have a couple of things this afternoon that I would like to share with you. And the first one is rather important. I would like to let you know ahead of time that from December the 1st to December the 14th, everyone at Mary of Nazareth will be virtual learning. We will live stream right after Thanksgiving. I have spoken with the Percy's administration as well as the superintendent. And because we have faculty and staff who will be having family in from out of town, and because we have students who will be going out of town and also will be having relatives and family in from out of town, in the best interest of all of our staff and all of our students, I would rather quarantine us for 14 days than to have rolling closures. And a rolling closure would happen if two or more either staff and or students had to quarantine at the same time. That's part of the COVID plan. So if that would happen, then we would just have 14 days on top of 14 days on top of 14 days, which would not be beneficial to anyone. So rather than to try to circumvent that, I would rather be proactive and quarantine us for 14 days just to make sure that when we get back, everyone will be back safely. We will be sending books home gradually so your children don't have to carry all of their books at the same time. So over a 2 or 3 day period, your children will be bringing their books home right before the Thanksgiving vacation. And then we will quarantine after that. I know this will be taxing for many of you, but it'll be less taxing in the long run than having to have rolling closures or rolling quarantines. So I'm letting you know that as far in advance as I can so that you can make plans for your children to be home or wherever they need to be for the 14 days. As I said, beginning December 1st, and we will return to school on December the 14th. The second thing I want to bring to your attention is a couple of weeks ago, you received a letter saying that we are now required to fundraise $175,000 on top of the fundraising that you already do to help your deferred tuition. I have had questions a number of times as to why did we just get that information now? You received that information one day after I received it. I was not aware of that, and I wanted to get it out to you as quickly as I could and to be as transparent as I could with what Percy's is asking us to do. The second question that I get repeatedly is what happens if we don't raise that amount of money? And I don't have an answer for that. And right now, Percy's does not have an answer for that either. So we will do our best to give it 100% effort to raise that amount of money. There have been a number of people who have banded together and are trying to come up with fundraisers and trying to bring money into the school. If you want to be a part of that group, please contact Amy, and she will get you in touch with the people who are in charge of that. Or if you have any ideas for fundraising that will bring us in a lot of money at one time, again, please contact Amy. She's overseeing this. The other thing that people have asked me is Percy's trying to close our school. No, I can honestly tell you Percy's is not trying to close our school. In fact, Percy's by itself cannot close our school. Canon law states that a school can only be closed at the pastor's request. Percy's is trying to help all of our schools to stay open. They have quite a task because all of our schools run very, very differently. Um, One of the things that Percy's has said would close the school is that if the school had an insurmountable amount of debt. We have no debt. I've said that numerous times. We are not in debt at all. But that said, doesn't mean that we just close our eyes and see what happens if we don't reach that $175,000 amount that we have been given to make. So we want to be proactive with that also. Again, we need all hands on deck to help that situation, as well as all hands on deck to try to make sure that our building stays COVID-free as it has. So those are the two things that I wanted to share with you to let you know what is going on in the background and to be as upfront with you as I can about both of those issues and as any issue, as a matter of fact. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at school. If you would like to join the group that is trying to help us raise money, please contact Amy. If you have any really good ideas that would help bring in a lot of money at one time so that we are not fundraising ourselves to death, also please contact Amy regarding that situation too. That's all I have for today. So enjoy the rest of the afternoon and please make arrangements for quarantine beginning December 1st. Thank you so much. God bless.